content or your med spa will die. So you're like, oh my gosh, I hate creating content. How do you expect some positivity to come when you have a negative connotation around creating content? So you might be like, oh my gosh, I don't like how I look. I don't like how I sound. That's why I ain't creating content. You just overthinking. Because what are you talking about? You care more about how you look, how you sound versus the people that your business is here to serve. Stop being selfish. As long as you be selfish, your business is not going to thrive. So I don't care how I show up. And I'm going to be honest. Growing up, I always had a high pitched voice. Sometimes I get on the phone and they be like, yes, ma'am. I'll be like, what you mean, right? And so also I'm short. I've been short my whole life. And when I was 14, I thought I was going to hit a growth spurt, and it just never happened. But now that I look at it, now I get to play hide go seek with my kids, and I can hide in those good old places. So these things that you're looking at as negative, you got to start embracing them as greatness and your uniqueness, so you can start scaling and stop using excuse. Or you like, oh my gosh, I don't have the time. That's an excuse. Because you're telling me that content allows your business to be seen, allow your legacy to grow, and you're not willing to do the small things like planting seeds on getting your business visible. That's crazy. Stop making excuses. If you don't got the time, what you need to do? Go hire somebody to do it for you. Right? Or you like, oh my gosh, they gonna talk about me. Yeah, they're going to talk about you if you do or if you don't. I think the real reason is you like, I'm shy. I want you to know this. Shy is a lie. You're not shy. You just scared that people going to talk about you. And the reason why is because maybe when you was younger, they talked about how you look, how you dress. And then now you let those things when you was a kid bully you to this day. You're thinking about the kids that didn't know no better, picked on you, and you letting that outlast your life. You letting that hinder your skill. That's crazy. I want you to stop that. I want you to stop thinking negative about content. I want you to stop creating content in your phone just for your phone to watch. I want the world to see it. But the only way if the world can see it, if you can believe that content will change your life. Right? And so you have to use content as a vehicle so your spa can get seen. And so when I say content as a vehicle, I want you to look at it like this. Right? Don't judge my drawing. This is a car. This is the vehicle. Right? And so you got video content. You got photo content. You got graphic content. You got audio. You got text. You got email. You got so many different versions of content, but you just got to create it. And you're not creating it because you overthinking it. All right. And so I want you to start thinking about where you do best at. And so inside of this vehicle, you got the message. And our whole goal with content is to get to what I call the perfect client. Get our content to this mountain. So if we can get our content to this mountain, to this person that need our service, then we can grow the whole ecosystem. Right? Your business will start thriving. But you have to start using content as a vehicle so you can be seen. Yeah, it's hard, but it also was hard when you first opened your business. You have to learn so many new things. So don't just look at something that's hard and you think you're going to go find an easy route, because if it's hard, that means it's worth it. Right? And so when you opened your business, it was hard. You probably had to find out how to get a location, how to find some money, how to hire, how to do all of these things that you never done before. So you have to bring that same willingness to grow to the content. And so Brian Dean said this. Brian Dean said this. To establish true authority, your content must provide value, it must solve problems, and it must resonate deeply with your audience. I'm going to say that one more time. To establish true authority, your content must provide value, solve problems, and resonate deeply with your audience. And so the content that you putting out right now is not doing none of that. You know why? Because you're just putting out content. You have no guidance to it. You just doing it because somebody said create it. And so I want you to stop thinking about content for likes and views and start thinking about likes, about saves and shares. And I want you to start thinking, how do I create content that educate my consumer? You think they know, but they have no idea what it is that you do. So start creating content that educate them on a daily basis. So start thinking about their problems. So right now you have a problem creating content. And I'm telling you about it. And I'm talking to you. I'm helping you. So create content that actually get value. And start going deep. But the only way you can go deep is if you start listening to the consumers. You're not listening because you're just doing what you see somebody else doing. You're just copying and pasting instead of being original. And so if you start listening to your market gonna start telling you the problems that they have, and you can start solving it. But you have to understand the content is just to be seen and make your business the authority in your area. So you gotta stop thinking like, oh my gosh, if I don't create content, I'm gonna be okay. No, if you don't create content, you won't be okay. So start thinking about, how can I put out the best content that serves my people and help make me the authoritative figure in my business? Because you want to know something? They always told you, don't be the loudest person in the room. Oh, the loudest person in the room is the slowest. That's not true. When it comes to marketing, the loudest person in the room gets the consumer. So if you're dominating your area, guess what happens? You get all of the sales. If they see you nonstop on social media, if they see you nonstop in the community, then your business will thrive. But right now, you're not doing nothing. You're sitting around, waiting around for somebody to come around. And that is why your business is going to the ground. So stop waiting and start pushing the content so your business can be seen. You can be the authority, and it don't matter how many other businesses that do what you do start. You know why? Because if you think about burger joints, they got so many burger joints. They got this place called McDonald's. But then they got this other place called Five Guys. See, you can go to McDonald's and you can get a burger for like, I don't know, I ain't been there in yeons, but probably $6. But then if you go to Five Guys, you got to pay $22. They both sell burgers. Five Guys is not lowering their prices because what McDonald's is charging. No, they got their own market. And the reason why is because they know who they serving. And they serving them well. So that's why they content resonate with that audience. So stop being scared to create and start creating so your business can change. And the only way you can do that is if you get alive with your content so your spot don't die. I'm Dontel Antonio. I'm the king of content. And I'm a part of this company called the King of Content, which is a content firm that helps med spas and aesthetic professionals like you grow with content so you don't have to make no more excuses about creating content. We will do it for you. We will take all of that off of your plate and put it on our plate because we love it. So if this is something for you, what I want you to do is click the link in the description so our team can help you scale. All right, and go to another level. And if you know an aesthetic professional that needs to hear this message, share it with them. Thank you. All right.